a man becomes a man in his uniform. If you sow the seeds of action, the fruit of habit opens. If you sow the seeds of habit, the fruit of character opens, and if you sow the seeds of character, the fruit of fate opens. Saving happiness in a luxurious life is like painting the sun and waiting for the light to shine. You don't need reason or admiration when you get a woman. Just make it mine and that's it. The disaster we will encounter one day is retaliation for one time we have neglected. There is only one secret to moving the world. It is to be powerful. This is because there is no error or illusion in power. Take some time to reflect. But once it's time to act, stop thinking and rush. The final victory goes to the patient. Patience determines fate and success follows. Climbing step by step is not an adventurer, but a man who pursues happiness. Life has dreams that are not enough for drunkenness. Victory goes to the most persistent. Victory is gained only by effort and love. Victory goes to the person who tries most patiently. No matter what hardship you are in, you must conquer it with effort. That's it. This is the real way to win. I am the only one to blame for my failure and downfall. I was my own greatest enemy and the cause of my miserable fate. The only victory over love is escape. Saving happiness in a luxurious life is like waiting for the sun to shine in a picture. Life is a fortress where neither you nor I know anything about him. The most important thing in life is not to be discouraged by failure, and not to be intoxicated by the excessive joy of success. There is nothing certain about the general who went to war. Therefore, it should be through the eye of the heart to make a judgment based on the situation of war. Society cannot be established without property inequality. Property inequality cannot be established without religion. There are only two powers in this world: sword and spirit. But in the end, Karl always loses to the spirit. To live is to suffer. Therefore, the more sincere people are, the more they try to win against themselves. Everything that is not nature is incomplete. Environment. I create the environment. The difference between a good person and a stupid person is only one step apart. A good general must have a thorough knowledge of war, good judgment, courage, and strong responsibility, and must not lose fairness when dealing with his men. It takes more courage than death to endure suffering. Man is more easily ruled by evil than by virtue. The most important thing in a person's way of life is that he should not be drawn to affection, and at the same time, he should be able to control both. No matter how great a genius is, it is useless without opportunity. A good flatterer is a man who also has the knack of slandering or slandering. The best way to keep a promise is not to make it. Winning without suffering is not an honor. A strong man is a person who can control the communication of his senses and mind at will. The word impossible is only in the dictionary of the foolish. Life is truly a novel. To do everything one can do is to be human, and to do everything one wants to do is to be God. Suicide is a cowardly act. My true honor is not a battle of 40. Waterloo made all the records of victory disappear, but it is my civil code that never disappears. Nature gave us two precious gifts. It is the ability to sleep as desired at any time and the condition of the body not to overeat. Anyone can plan an operation, but few people can wage war. A living pawn is worth a lot more than a dead emperor. Everything becomes easy according to the flow of public opinion. Public opinion is the ruler of the world. Knowledge and history are enemies of religion. Even if you have power, if you don't have intelligence, you're like nothing. My secret weapon is still in my hands. It's hope. He who laughs at God is a fool. A commander who worries about his subordinates is bound to lose. Go, run, and don't forget that the world was created in 6 days. You can charge me whatever you want, but not time. Music works to inspire lust. Therefore, the government should greatly encourage this. Good songs have a greater influence than morality to persuade reason by touching and softening the heart. It is not others but one's own power to rely on. To perpetuate your country, unite for public safety. All empires die of indigestion. Beauty delights the eye, and a good wife delights the heart. Be agile and energetic. Don't put words like but, if, or why. The first condition of victory is not to put these words first. Wealth and honor matter how you get it. Wealth and honor gained based on morality are like flowers blooming in the mountains. In other words, it grows with enough sunlight and wind. The best of a morality is to have a job you don't know. This knee does not kneel before anything other than God. What humans ultimately want is respect and love. Religion is the power of the soul. It is the hope of life, the anchor of stability and the salvation of the soul. A leader is a merchant who sells hope. The greatest danger lurks in the moment of victory. Victory without suffering is not an honor. The surest way to remain poor is to be honest. I have never lived without thinking about 2 years later.